Expected, the Pastor Robert Morris moral failure is having a very negative effect on Gateway Church and people. There are many congregants who have vowed to remain in Gateway, and they believe Robert is being judged too harshly. However, there are some longtime members of Gateway Church who have left since he was exposed of molesting Cindy Clemshire in the 80s. Those leaving include some of the wealthiest donors who have been donating huge amounts to Gateway's multi-million-dollar projects. A daughter of one of the wealthiest in an expose to a blogger said that her parents stopped attending Gateway and gave details of how Pastor Robert would to solicit more money from the top 100 donors every year. Every year they could be hosted in a get-together where they would be updated of the previous year projects before being requested to give money to support the following year's goals. However, some of the projects fundraised for were never billed or were billed halfway like this Southlake Main Campus Master Plan that was shared, but was never completed and money not accounted for. The $90 million campus, when complete, would include a traditional chapel for weddings and funerals, free single mothers housing, a daycare facility to help battered women. But it's only the new sanctuary and any other building that would generate income was built. Here is her message as shared in a video of the master plan.
I've been following everything you've been posting over the past month, specifically the Gateway stuff. Thank you for continuing to push this. My family started going to Gateway in 2002, and I attended until I left for college. My parents attended until a month ago. Over the course of the last 22 years, they have donated over 7 figures to the church. Most of it earmarked for, and with the promise of a traditional chapel for weddings, funerals, free single mother housing and daycare facility to help battered women and other things promised in the campus master plan below. Not sure if you're familiar or not. This started back when they built the new building, and they'd refresh it every couple years, and you guessed it, ask for money. Just another scam in the whole thing. Seems like the only things that were built was anything that'd generate revenue. Always makes you wonder, where's the money? They get together with the top 100 donors every year to provide updates on the previous year and goals for the next. Then, of course, ask for money to support those objectives. You can check out the master plan on this link. Something always felt off there mostly is just because of the affluence of so many church workers. Pastors shouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck necessarily, but opulence with expensive houses, cars, boats, planes, etc. felt gross.
Another former member said, "We were at Gateway since 2003. We were all happy on 1709 in the NRH church campus. We saw the plans for the new campus. Robert told us many times that the sanctuary they built was to be for our youth. The new sanctuary never happened. Robert said we would build a chapel and reception area for weddings, etc. It never happened. We were promised a parking garage. Oh yeah, never happened. When we were on 1709, the church voted. Again, that went away."
Pastor Robert Morris has been accused of preaching what I will call the neo-prosperity gospel, a modern version of what is known as the prosperity gospel. Having read Morris books, you can tell there is a pattern of This is what you must go through to receive all that God has for you. There are many conditional statements along the way. If you do this, then this will happen. Gateway's version of prosperity is more Joel Osteen than Paul Crouch, because it features more of a cushioned response to people's needs. They don't plainly put the message out there or aggressively guilt people into giving. Instead, they have built a new way of preaching these things that appeal to and seemingly fill others' felt needs. The ultimate beneficiary of this kind of preaching is the church and its leaders. The church has been known to passionately preach on giving and tithing when they need funds to fund a mega project. This is spiritual manipulation and blackmail. For instance, during late 2008, January 2009, Morris taught a series, The Blessed Life, on Malachi and various sermons on tithing. This tied in with their fundraising for their new $90 million facility that was yet to be built. In the series, he applied Old Testament curses in Malachi that do not mention demonic activity, and claims that a Christian who does not give their paycheck to the church first will have a curse brought on their household. He calls this the spirit of mammon. This is wrong, and it's intimidating people to give instead of allowing people to give generously what they will to give. What do you think about this topic? Do you think the donors were being manipulated to give? Let's engage at the comment section.